Hello friends, welcome to Rise Eyes YouTube channel. Myself Dr. Brotati Oja. Today I will explain one editorial article from the Hindu newspaper. Let's see the article. The article is about brickmanship in the age of growing conflict is important for GS paper 2 international relation. The article here we have provided one mains model questions because if we see in the previous year recent past paper we didn't get any such questions related to brickmanship or in the international sections paper. But if we see in the world history, that is a GS paper 1 section, we have got questions with respect to Cold War. So, since the concept we feel coin this term, the brickmanship origin is from the concept of Cold War. So, we can expect in the world history also you may get a questions with respect to the concept of the Cold War. But it is very much relevant for the international relation. So, today's time we are seeing this kind of repeated news with respect to global energy crisis or disruptions in the West Asia or Strait of Hormuz. Such news are coming up in the Hindu newspaper or Indian Express. So therefore, this year in UPSC Mains 2026, you will get questions either in the international relations section or in the economy or in the world history also. Such questions may come up. So one probable questions we have provided. Please practice these questions after going through this article and mention in the comment section. So let's see the question. The growing reliance on brickmanship reflects a weakening of diplomacy and multilateralism in contemporary international relations. Critically examine 15 marks. So these are kind of questions will be related to with respect to critically examine or evaluate or analyze such kind of with using you can say this kind of derivatives you will get in the UPSC mains examinations. So before going to the explanations of this article, I would like to say certain parameters you have to know while reading this article because it will help you to enrich your answer in the mains examinations. First, that you need to know with respect to this article, it's the context. Context is well highlighted over here. And then the article, you have to know what is about the brickmanship. You have to understand what it is. Unless you don't understand about the brickmanship or its the concept or the origin or its characteristic, you won't be able to interpret the articles. Third, that is the categorizing the modern variations of the brickmanship. This already also mentioned in the newspaper articles. Fourth, that is the implications of growing brickmanship on the global order. Fifth, that is the India's approach towards brickmanship, big sense you have to know from the India's point of view also. Sixth, that is the way forward, overcoming these situations for restoring stability in a brickmanship from world. And we'll end this article with a small conclusions. So let's see the context. We all know that recently what is happening, that is recently the Strait of Hormuz been blocked, closed by the Iran, as well as the Iranian ports have been blockaded by the US. As a result of which the entire concept of the brickmanship has been pushed back to the center of the global attentions. If we see here, it is already mentioned, and you have to understand what is brickmanship. In layman words, if I say the brickmanship is a strategy where the it's a strategy where the main party pushes the opponent to such extreme limit, or that extreme limit becomes a brink, so that you want whatever the opponents will then do whatever you want to make them do. So let's see what it is. Brickmanship, that is refers to the single action or a series of actions during a conflict or a short of war situations that forces a perilous climb up the escalation ladder to force the adversary, that is your opponents, to back down and make concessions, negotiates, or even do something irrational that would justify the use of an uncalibrated of widespread use of force. Therefore, so that how they do that brickmanship, we have to understand that is it involves escalatory actions, it involves military threats, it also involves economic coercions or strategic signaling to increase pressures on the opponent. Now, what is the challenges over here? The biggest risk of brickmanship is uncontrolled escalations, especially when nuclear and states are involved. Now you have to understand what are the characteristics of the brickmanship. That is, deliberate escalations of the tensions are being made to create strategic pressures upon the adversary. Second, that is the military threats sanctions, that is economic sanctions, and psychological pressures are also being used to strengthen bargaining power and deterrence simultaneously. Now you have to understand the categorization, the modern variations of the brinkmanships or the types of brinkmanships we are using it in the contemporary international relations. So if we see, one such aspect is the terrorism as the brinkmanship. How terrorist groups use violent attacks to provoke harsh military responses from the states, and in this way they try to create fear, instability, and global attentions. The objective is to pressure the government potentially and psychologically without fighting a direct conventional war. For example, if we see, the groups like Al Qaeda and Islamic States use this strategy, while the Irish Republican Army as well as FLN, that is the National Liberation Front in Algeria, did force the more powerful adversary to make the coercions. Now, next type, that is the proxy brinkmanship. What is it? Proxy brinkmanship. In proxy brinkmanship, states indirectly use militant groups or proxy organizations to weaken the stronger adversaries. It helps countries apply pressures without engaging into war or conflict deliberately, thereby reducing the military and the diplomatic cost at the same time. For example, if we see in the recent past, Pakistan and Iran have used the proxy groups for strategic leverage, and recently if we see, Hamas attack on the Israel in October 2023 is giving a reminder of such examples. Now, if we see that the entire term, the brinkmanship, with an example, that is, if we see, major powers are using these military threats, economic coercions, naval pressures as nuclear signaling to force the opponents into concessions. For example, if we see, US also has utilized economic blockade against the Iran. Then next, that is, Russia used nuclear rhetoric during the Ukraine war, as well as the China adopted maritime pressure in the South China Sea. Now, if we want to know the term, this term has been coined by the Western political scientists in 1950s and 1960s. While if we see Berlin blockade, that is during 1948 to 1949, and Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, they have used, also the term has been used to warn the risk of escalation spiraling out of control, particularly in the nuclear context, that is Armageddon. Now we have to understand what is the implications of growing brinkmanships on the global order. We have understood that is about the brinkmanship. We have now came to know that. Now we have to know that is implications. First, that is the weakening of the deterrence. How they do that? That is, the repeated use of brinkmanship reduces the fear of consequences, and thereby they weaken the global deterrence mechanism. Second, that is the decline of the diplomacy. Institutions like United Nations are increasingly bypassed because military pressures and coercion replacing the diplomatic solutions. Second, that is the third, that is the risk of major conflict, where that is small miscalculations may escalate into large scale war, especially in the nuclear sensitive regions. Fourth, that is the normalization of force. Frequent use of military and economic coercions make peaceful conflict very much difficult, and or the resolution difficult. And the fifth, that is economic disruptions, where if you see one such recent examples that is happening in the state of, due to the disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz, we are seeing this, that is strategic choke points such as Strait of Hormuz can disrupt global oil supply, thereby trade and supply chains also being disrupted. Threat to smaller nations, that is small countries, become more vulnerable because they lack the power to resist or power to bargain from the stronger nations. Now, from next come to the point, that is India's approach towards brinkmanship. What India's approach? That is India's strategic DNA of restraint and responsibility and calibrate use of force eschews any limitations, if we see, to resort to the brinkmanship even under the gravest provocations, which means that India follows a policy of calibrated and proportionate response instead of reckless escalations. Therefore, India uses no first use of doctrine, that is India's nuclear policy promotes strategic stability and rejects nuclear coercions. At the same time, India has a support for the multilateralism, that is, India actively engages with the forums such as United Nations, BRICS, SCO, and Quad for peaceful conflict resolutions, as well as India is also responsibly uses of force. For example, if we see India's response after the Pahalgam attack under Operation Sindoor reflected measured military actions with diplomatic balance. And the last for India's approach, if we see towards brinkmanship, that is diplomacy first approach, India maintains a strong deterrence while continuing to prioritize dialogue and diplomacy in conflict situations. Now, we have to know a comprehensive way forward for restoring stability in a brinkmanship prone world. How we will do that? That is by strengthening the diplomacy and global institutions. But the institutions like United Nations must be strengthened so that the conflicts are resolved through dialogue rather than coercions and military pressures. Second, that is promotion of de-escalations and crisis communications. That is, the major powers should establish clear red lines. Confidence building measures shall be there, and as well as regional mechanisms to prevent accidental escalations into larger conflict. And the third, that is the last one, the addressing the root causes and encourage responsible leadership. That is, political dispute, territorial tensions, security grievances need to be resolved through negotiations, while the countries such as India can promote balance and dialogue-based solutions. So, hope you have understood today's article. Therefore, we are ending this article with a small conclusion. Let's see the conclusion. That is, the growing use of brinkmanship is weakening the diplomacy and increasing instability in the global order or the global politics. Therefore, sustainable peace can only be achieved or ensured through dialogue, cooperation, strategic resistance, and respect for international institutions. So please attempt the mains model questions that we have provided, and please mention in our, after attempting going through this article, attempt the questions and mention in our comment box. So इसके बाद जो वीडियो आ रही है मेंस डीप एनालिसिस from today's The Hindu newspaper along with model mains questions, and then next video we'll get, that is the prelims bite, while from the prelims point of view the articles will be discussed with model MCQ as well as previous year MCQ shall also be provided. Please visit our Rise IAS website and Rise IAS YouTube channel for detailed of these articles. Thank you. All the best.